Following a call with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy, Donald Trump publicly warned Russian President Vladimir Putin of serious consequences if Moscow refused to agree to a ceasefire. His remarks came ahead of a planned U.S.-Russia summit in Alaska, where the future of the conflict is expected to dominate the agenda. Trump later held a video conference with leaders from Germany, France, the United Kingdom, Italy, Poland, Finland, and other allies. European leaders urged Washington not to compromise Ukraine's sovereignty in pursuit of a deal. French President Emmanuel Macron emphasized that no agreement could move forward without Kyiv's consent. For the first time in years, Trump adopted a notably tougher stance toward Putin, signaling that sanctions would intensify if Russia failed to shift its position. U.S. Treasury Secretary Benson reinforced this message, stating that new measures were under discussion. Washington has already imposed penalties on India for buying Russian oil, and some analysts believe secondary sanctions could extend to China. However, such a move carries risks. Sanctioning China would not only damage fragile U.S.-China negotiations but could also push Beijing and Moscow into deeper cooperation. Analysts warn that this outcome would weaken Western leverage while strengthening ties between two of Washington's primary competitors. Despite Trump's threats, Russia remains firm. Moscow insists on three conditions: recognition of its territorial claims in eastern Ukraine, neutrality for Kyiv, and the lifting of sanctions. So far, none of these demands have been accepted by Ukraine or its Western partners. On the battlefield, reports indicate that Russian forces have made gains in Donbass, reinforcing the Kremlin's confidence. Sanctions, meanwhile, have had limited impact, as India and other countries continue to buy Russian energy. Trump has expressed interest in arranging trilateral talks involving the United States, Russia, and Ukraine, possibly hosted in Turkey or another neutral location. But the prospects remain uncertain. For Putin, time appears to be on his side. For Trump, the pressure to deliver a breakthrough is mounting. The coming summit may therefore mark a defining moment, not only for the future of Ukraine but also for the balance of power between the United States, Russia, and China.